We have not had a consistently solid back four since Jody, Craddock and Emerson. Thome led a defense that included the likes of Thome, Sorensen and Micky at the turn of the century. During the 2016-17 season, Younes, Kaboul and Lamine Kone established themselves as a formidable centre-back pair, but only for the last 3 months of the season. We were shown fleeting glimpses of what a watertight defense looks like under Sam Allardyce towards the end of that season, but this mirage disappeared even faster than it appeared. We haven't had a season of sustained shutouts for nearly 20 years. Stuart Donald, Charlie Methven, and now Juan Sartori too, invested in Sunderland because they see a long-term future. They see the potential to drag us back into the top flight and, within a month of taking over, have restored the hope of the Sunderland faithful to the tune of 21,000 season tickets. But the positivity swelling round the club as the rebuild takes shape must translate onto the pitch. Maybe not in the first few weeks as a wholly new squad takes time to gel, for that would be unrealistic. But after that, we have to become a club in the image of our owner, ambitious and ruthless. You cannot build a house on shaky foundations. Everyone has heard that phrase before in one guise or another, from Abraham Lincoln to your local pub's collection of beer mats, but it rings true for Sunderland AFC given how porous our defence has been in recent years. For example, last season in the Championship we conceded 8 goals. That was the second most in the league, only Burton Albion conceded more. It didn't matter that we scored more than the rest of the bottom 6 when we conceded more than 2 goals per game on average. That is a damning statistic and reflects our startling inability to keep the ball out of our own net. Furthermore, the list of awful defenders we've had collect their pay packet at the club over the last 5 seasons makes you want to jab a fork in your eye. Papi Djilobadji, Billy Jones, Andrea Dosina and Mark Wilson to name but a few. And that's before we get on to the 3 goalkeepers we had last season in Reuter, Steele, and Camp. Goalkeepers, used in the lightest sense of the term, obviously. Jack Ross needs to prioritize fixing a leaky defense that has been our Achilles heel for way too long. By making 2 out of his first 3 signings, a goalkeeper, John McLaughlin, and a centre-back, Ali Mazderk, it looks like he's doing exactly that. Ross tends to favour an attacking, possession-based game and deployed a 4-3-3 formation for much of his championship-winning season at St Mirren. His teams never struggle when it comes to putting the ball in the onion bag. Last season, in 36 games they scored 63 goals, finishing 12 points clear of second-placed Livingston. However, less publicized when he signed on to become our manager, Jack Ross also built a solid defense from the ashes of a team who had survived the season before on goal difference. The similarities with Sunderland are clear to see. In the 2016-17 season, St Mirren conceded 56 goals, with only bottom play Ayr United conceding more. Yet, Jack Ross, who had steadied the ship when he was appointed midway through that season, used the following summer to instill his football philosophy on the team and nearly halve the number of goals they conceded the following season. In fact, only Dunfermline conceded fewer than them when St Mirren won the title last year, and that was only by 1 goal. Crucially, it looks like Jack Ross knows how to organize a defense at clubs who historically have porous backlines. It is likely that the only defenders who remain at the club after the transfer window closes are Adam Matthews and Donald Love. So, aside from the right-back position, a whole new defense is needed. In John McLaughlin we have signed a keeper who comes in after having the best season of his career at Hearts. Ali Mazderk is a centre-back who has worked with Ross before, and comes to League One with great pedigree, having played in the Turkish top flight and Scottish top flight. Plenty more will need to be signed in the next 6 weeks to give Jack Ross every chance of building a strong defensive unit. However, the early signs under our new manager are promising. It's particularly encouraging that Ross has experience when it comes to fixing leaky defenses, and he has clearly earmarked that as a priority in his early transfer dealings. Ultimately, I want the Stadium of Light to become a fortress once more. A place where away teams know they'll have to work hard to score, unlike last season where they could just turn up and be guaranteed a goal. I want us to build the foundations of our new team from the back, creating a platform for success as we look to rebuild the club under our new owners. Call me boring, but bring on the clean sheets.